What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Duran, and we're here to talk more NBA basketball as we recap the Charlotte Hornets and the Cleveland Cavaliers game as the Charlotte Hornets fall 114 to 121 to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And let's just start on the Hornets side. The defense for the Hornets looked awful. Like the man-to-man defense for them is just bad. They got back into this game in the second half when they started running zone, but their man-to-man defense is bad. I thought this team was going to be a little bit more fun. You know, it was kind of a dud performance, but you know, the offense is fun, but I'm talking about overall in general. I thought this team would be more fun, but you know, the defense didn't look good. Terry Rozier came out and played good. He had 42 points. I think that's a career high for him. And he did it efficiently. 15 of 23, 10 of 16 from the three-point line. He was active on both ends. He got a block, 2 steals. Like Terry Rozier had a good game. He brought his A game. Gordon Hayward looked like he was in prime Hayward. Like he looked like Utah Hayward out there. He looked great. You know, everything that they imagined from him. 28 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. He was moving the ball well, efficient, 11 of 18 shooting, 4 of 8 from the three-point line. You know, he looked really good. He looked really, really good. Looked healthy out there. He didn't look like the hand. I think he had like a hand fracture or a finger fracture earlier in the week, but it didn't look like it bothered him this game. He looked really athletic. He looked healthy. That was a good game from those two, obviously the former Celtics. And then we move along towards the Hornets core. Now, Devontae Graham didn't really have a good day. At least he contributed. But P.J. Washington got called out by James Borrego earlier this week about his shape, about how he's been playing lately in the preseason. He didn't look good, and that continued. 4 points, 1 of 5. I think he got yanked in his game, 21 minutes. He didn't look good on defense. He got bullied on the boards. I mean, the Hornets got killed on the boards. They got killed on the boards, and P.J. Washington looked like he had no part. He wanted no parts in that. He wanted no parts in playing that. Cody Zeller looked pedestrian. Cody Zeller looked pretty pedestrian. He got hurt later in the game. I think he fractured his hand, and that's a bad sign already for a team struggling with the rebounding. We'll see what the takeaways from that. Biyombo looked good. You know, Biyombo is old, but at least Biyombo came out and played hard. Biyombo played hard. He played good, and you know, his chemistry continues to mesh well with these guards. But Biyombo continues to surprise. Miles Bridges was quiet. You know, 6 points, 6 rebounds. I'm getting tongue-tied here, but he was 3 of 10 for the field, 0 of 5 from the three-point line. He didn't look good. Like, I mean, the core, the Charlotte Hornets core of LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Devontae Graham, you know, these P.J. Washington, this young core that they have that they're trying to develop didn't look good. It was the vets. It was Terry Rozier. It was Gordon Hayward. Those guys were kind of leading the way, but the young core that they had did not look good. And then we get to the big elephant in the room. LaMelo Ball, 0-5, and 0-for. You know, that was kind of like a rookie welcome to the NBA type moment. He went out there and he looked okay. You know, his defense just looked bad. You know, we always knew that LaMelo Ball wasn't a good defender, but he just looked bad. He looked bad out there. I mean, he was catching blow-bys, and Sexton took advantage of him. Sexton was killing LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball has the range and the length to play defense, but you have to do it, and it has to have effort. His feet has to be better, and that's just the matter of it. He has to play better. On the Cavs side, Sexton, Garland, that backcourt looked really good. Sexton had 27 points. He looked really good. In the past, I've called Sexton a glorified backup point guard, but he looked good today. And then Darius Garland looked good. Darius Garland looked like the worst starter in the NBA last season, so this is an encouraging sign to see him go 7 of 13, 4 of 8 from the three-point line, 22 points. He looked good. And Larry Nance Jr., again, another player that makes one of my top 10 lists as one of the underrated players in the NBA. Larry Nance Jr., 13 of 13. He looked good, and that's in part to the Hornets just not caring about rebounding. The Nance and Drummond destroyed them. Nance and Drummond, I think, combined for like 27 rebounds. Like, they out-rebounded the Hornets squad damn near. What was the Hornets rebounding? I think the Hornets are 32 rebounds. They combined for 27 rebounds. They almost out-rebounded the entire Charlotte Hornets team. The Hornets have got to get those guards more active on the boards if their front court is not going to play up to the level that they need them to. Again, another solid night for Andre Drummond, 14 of 14. That's about an average night that you could expect out of him. But JaVale McGee giving him 13 points. Sadie Osman giving him 11 points. Like, Cleveland had about 6 or 7 guys to count that were in double digits. Like, the Hornets defense, they've got to get together. They look completely lost out there. They're a young team. You know, you want to see this team thrive and get better. But man, that was a tough outing. And they've got a game Saturday against OKC, against a smaller team. They'll probably come out and rebound better. But that's not an encouraging sign for a team that is struggling on the boards. Really, honestly, that's really struggling on the boards. But you know, as you move forward in the season, we'll see more. Hopefully we see more from LaMelo Ball. I feel like he got pulled a little too early. 16 minutes is harsh for a guy that was struggling on defense, clearly. But, you know, you want to have that guy out there. This season is about developing him. He's the number 3 overall pick. This is your franchise player. And I get the main objective is to win games, but still at the same time, you want to give him enough minutes. The more minutes that LaMelo Ball gets, the more experience he gets, the more comfortable he gets in the system, the more comfortable he gets on offense and on defense. You give this guy more minutes. Don't yank him just because he's struggling. This guy has to be in the NBA. He's a guy that gets better as time goes along. And hopefully we'll see how the season works out for them. As always, guys, I have nothing left for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.